tariff war flared up again in America-China, increased trade tension. Hello friends, imagine a world where the two largest economies are facing each other. Business, investment, and markets are all at stake. On one side is President Donald Trump sitting in Washington, who is adamant on the policy of America first and is continuously raising tariffs on China. On the other hand, there is Xi Jinping in Beijing, who is not only retaliating but is ready to respond to America in the same language. This is not an ordinary trade dispute, but a battle that can shake the entire world economy. The question is, what will be the result of this tariff war this time? Will the United States win this battle, or will China play such a gamble that America itself will regret its decision? Today, we will discuss this topic in depth. But before that, if you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you will be the first to get our new video updates. So let's start today's discussion without any delay. The Trump administration recently announced an additional 10% tariff on goods coming from China. This was not the first time that the US has raised tariffs on China. Trump took similar steps after becoming president in 2016, which started the trade war between China and the US. Since then, both countries have imposed billions of dollars in tariffs on each other's products, and this has affected the entire world. This time, too, the story is not different. As the Trump administration announced an additional 10% tariff on Chinese products, Beijing immediately retaliated. China has decided to impose additional tariffs of up to 15% on American products. This move was not limited to tariff. China has also initiated legal action against the US in the World Trade Organization, WTO. China says that this decision of the US weakens the multilateral trade system, and American consumers will also have to bear heavy economic losses. The Chinese Customs Commission has clarified that China will impose additional duty rates of up to 15% on certain products imported from the US from March 10, 2025. Some of these key products are charged separately. For example, chicken, wheat, maize, and cotton will be taxed at 15%, while sorghum, soybeans, pork, beef, aquatic products, fruits, vegetables, and dairy products will be taxed at 10%. This can have a heavy impact on American farmers and the food industry because a large part of American agricultural products are exported to China. In addition, China has put 10 US companies on its non-trustworthy entity list. This means that now strict restrictions will be imposed on these companies. These companies are associated with important sectors like defense, security, artificial intelligence, AI, aviation, and IT. By banning these companies, China is trying to weaken the US tech industry and defense sector. This step of China is not only economic but also very important strategically. Many American tech companies sell their products in large quantities in China and also import spare parts from there. If China imposes a complete ban on these companies, it will have a direct impact on the US tech industry. China is a huge market for companies like Apple, Microsoft, Tesla. China does more strictly on these, then America may lose billions of dollars. However, another major issue is emerging in this tariff war: the global status of the US dollar. China has recently indicated that it may take steps to reduce its dependence on the US dollar in international trade. Beijing is now adopting a strategy of trading in yuan with its major trading partners. If China begins to boycott the US dollar on a large scale, it could have a profound impact on the US financial situation. The global dominance of the dollar has been a strength for America, but if China moves in this direction, it may create a new economic challenge for America. Apart from this, another important aspect of this conflict is that now other countries can also try to take advantage of this conflict. Countries like India, Brazil, Russia, and South Africa are now trying to increase their export capacity and strengthen their grip on the global market. If China bans American products, these countries are ready to take its place. Similarly, the US is also looking for an alternative to China. This situation can completely change the global business equation. This will not only create new challenges for America and China, but also create new opportunities for other countries. Now, the question arises that how will Trump deal with this whole situation? Will they impose more tariffs on China, or will they follow the path of negotiation? At the moment, it seems that Trump is in no mood to bow down. Under his America First policy, he wants to show China that America is the biggest power in the world and it has to get used to following its own rules. But will it be so easy? If history is anything to go by, China has always followed a long-term strategy. Beijing knows that if the US imposes tariffs, it will also have to respond. This is the reason why China has retaliated by making a complete plan instead of reacting unilaterally. Along with raising tariffs on American agricultural products, China has also targeted technology companies, which will cause American companies to suffer a double blow. Apart from this, China has another big weapon: rare earth metals. These are the rare metals that are used in smartphones, laptops, electric cars, defense equipment, and other high-tech products. China is the largest supplier of rare earth metals in the world, and if it stops its supply to the US tech industry may be in serious trouble. But this dispute will not be limited only to America and China. When two major economies collide, it affects the entire world. The impact of this tariff war will be seen on the economies of Europe, India, Japan, and other countries. If this dispute deepens, the instability in the global markets may increase, which may shake the confidence of investors. Now, it will be interesting to see whether the US can really dominate China in this economic war, or will Beijing's countermeasures be overwhelming? Will the Trump administration stick to its decision, or will it adopt a softer approach after receiving a strong response from China? The outcome of this confrontation may be clear in the coming months, but one thing is certain: this trade war is not going to end anytime soon. If you like our content and want to make our efforts even stronger, you can support us through the QR code given in the video or the UPI ID given in the description. Your every small contribution is valuable to us and will inspire us to make even better and informative videos. Your support is our strength. Also, if this video taught you something new or you felt that this information should reach others as well, then do not forget to like and share the video. If you have any questions or suggestions in mind, then do let us know in the comments. We look forward to answering your every question and listening to suggestions. And yes, if you want to stay updated with our every new video in the future, then subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you get every new information first. GRT Business always strives to give you accurate and reliable information. Our news is obtained from various news agencies, public opinion, and public sources. We try our best to verify every report, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our sole aim is to provide you with accurate and reliable information.